Nacho egg roll. Lil D literally is going to stop the show. Nacho egg rolls.
I
That
like
sounds
it.
disgusting.
I'm swinging by for those.
He's not. I'm going to be sitting here eating all 400 because the recipe calls for like 12 packages of egg roll wrappers. And I'm like, there's a lot of egg roll wrappers to a package. I'm going to have a whole lot of nacho egg rolls.
Isn't it like 12 to 30 in a pack?
Yeah.
And then nachos. I don't know. That sounds disgusting.
But I just felt like cooking, so I researched the best tuna salad recipe. Bought tuna last week, forgot, and ran out of mayo.
Wait a second.
Oh.
So it's still COVID. You're going to invite DJ to your house. Are you going to let him in? Or are you going to let him just swing by? You're going to just give it to him? Because you're pretty OCD. You don't let nobody in your house.
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have DT arrive up at the house. When he gets halfway to the walkway towards my front door, I'm going to have him stop. He's going to rip off his shirt. I'm going to catapult the nacho egg rolls right into the middle of his chest. And then I'm going to ask him how they taste.
Oh, he going to put one of those cats, one of those. He got a little pet cat. The cat gonna walk up. He gonna put it on his back. That's his messenger. He's gonna walk it to your car.
You got to deliver it.
Take off the cat's back.
No, I'm glad you brought that up, Lil D. Even though we're ready to start the show, Lil D, you've already been to the house and you didn't come in. It would have been fine if you would have came in. I got to get over this at some point. Someone's got to come into the house. The question is, who? I don't know.
And then that one time.
That's the time I'm going to be dead and go.
I can't taste anything.
That'll be the time that I can't taste, I can't smell, I can't hear. I'm going to hell. It's going all down.
And once you can't taste, you're going off yourself.
Then you can't get it up no more.
It ain't got up in a while, no way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, start the show right there. Oh, Lord.
Fat Guy Radio Show.
Oh, hey, hi. So let me explain to you what's happening right now. So the show is going on. We've started the show, or we might be in commercial right now, but because we've been fighting a lot with YouTube and Vimeo and our other video streaming services, what we've done is we've taken out all of the cool elements like the intro, the bed music, the commercial breaks, and all that other stuff. So while all that is happening right now, you're seeing this, and it's not the ideal way we want to bring you the show, but it's the best workaround to keep the peace between us and YouTube and Vimeo, even though, we are a broadcast entity and they don't recognize that. But I'm so tired of fighting. It's just the best way for us to... All right, everybody, welcome to Fat Guy Radio Show. Better wait a minute. You better hold the phone. You better mind your manners. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fat Guy Radio Show. This is, I lost my place. There we go. That's all right. It's pretty hard doing this today. Live from Arizona, USA, and broadcasting to 79 countries with more than 1 million. I'm sorry, that's just driving.
DA don't know what this is from.
You don't have.
I don't.
DA, if you knew,
I'm not even gonna pretend to know.
Little Shop of Horrors, man. The play, not the play.
I shop at the Big Shop of Horrors.
The movie.
I can't stand you. Live from Arizona, USA, and broadcasting to 79 countries with more than 1 million downloads worldwide. Heard by the best fanatics. This is Fat Guy Radio Show, home of Arizona's Hot Talk Radio. Arguing with a florist because he believes flowers are just grass with fancy hats in Experiment, Georgia. That's Daniel DT Taylor.
What's good?
Interrupting a sex ed class by asking if they are done talking about the birds and the bees so he can go eat some black eyed peas. From Kager, Germany, there's Doug the DA Andrew.
Holla.
And selling tickets to the world's first dead scorpion museum from Hazardville, Connecticut, my little brother, DJ Little D.
Yeah, buddy.
And I am your host, Cory Blaze, known for pronouncing vote as vote, from Inexpressive Island, Antarctica. Fat Guy Radio Show is the interactive show. Comment on any of our various live streams or tweet us your comments at Fat Guy Radio Show. You're also welcome to slide in our DMs. Search Fat Guy Radio Show on all popular social media. We even read and respond to your comments after the show. And today's show is brought to you by our swag merch store, online at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. Grabbing yourself one of our high-quality limited edition tees is the #1 way you can show your support for the show. Order now for yourself or order one as a gift. The Fat Guy Radio Show swag merch store open now at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store or by clicking the banner on our website, and we thank you so much for doing so. DA, I implore you have to pay for it because it's not on any free platforms, even though you probably got some rigged up stuff somewhere.
I can watch anything, anytime.
Watch The Little Shop of Horrors with Rick Moranis. It's a 1980s movie.
Rick Moranis, that's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, isn't it?
That is the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids guy.
I like that dude.
Yep.
And it's a musical, and it's got some of the most amazing. The opening of the show was from The Little Shop of Horrors, and this bed is from Little Shop of Horrors, the mean green mother from outer space.
Yo, you got a bed from there too? Like they got a shop?
Yes,
Yeah.
Lil D.
I have a bone to pick with the network, if you will.
Oh, that's a timing couldn't be better.
That's okay. We got 3 minutes until we're up on a break, anyways.
Just real quick, it's not gonna take me long. I haven't been to the show, but I always listen in.
Yes.
So I noticed last week's show there was a kid who did the opening intro and announced everybody but me.
Yeah,
Why am I excluded?
That's been that way for 2 years, and
Yeah,
the reason why
I
you've been
know.
excluded is because your job sucks.
Yeah. You're not always here, so
Any
you
other
don't
questions?
you don't get a name slap.
Okay.
Dang.
I'll
Bone
record it.
picked.
I will record a special one for you, Little D. We'll play it right after. So Cory will let the little guy say his stuff, and then he'll press a button and he'll say, and sometimes Little D.
There we go. There we
Little
go.
D, okay, you know what?
There we go.
Little bro, I love you to death, and I'll do anything for you in the world.
Aw.
And, they still ain't found that body, so of course, I got your secrets.
You ate it.
But you come up with so many damn ideas that just make my world more busier. I go to take you a piece of equipment to connect to your computer, and what happens? It ends up eating up a whole weekend of mine.
And you know what? His ideas don't be bad either.
No, they're not bad ideas. They're just great. They're great ideas for me to do. He's an idea person, but he's not an executor.
So quit being lazy and do them.
So who was that talking to? Because he was talking.
I'm
you
looking
referring
at
to Cory?
Cory's side of Skype. Lil D, I mean, what happened?
Are we up on a
DT?
break?
DT? I'm just saying. Get the grass out your ass and execute. Your brother's throwing you an alley-oop. That's like
Flowers-
LeBron saying I'm too lazy to dunk it.
Flowers ain't nothing more than grass with fancy hats.
Hey, speaking of grass, you guys need to try lemongrass. It's great for your health.
Hey, and this is why we're #1 on AK-47's list off the YouTube.
Hey, AK-47. That's why you got to see my.
All right, well, Lil D,
He said big,
I
like
blinked
a
my-
lighter.
I blinked
know.
myself. I
but he
blinked
doesn't
myself.
understand. He doesn't understand the front sale.
I blinked myself.
She got,
Hey,
she got
Well,
to see his
the
Richard.
front's already sold. There was no front. Hurricane Laura took it off.
hey, you know what?
And it was a big sale. All right, Lil D, what were you gonna say? Because we're up on a break.
I was just trying to put that out there so they could go back and see it. They want to pay so they could see it visually.
It's not there anymore.
And I live stream it to my Twitch, so a lot of people already saw it.
Police
Facebook,
charge.
Facebook hit it. Facebook hit it.
Oh, did they?
Really?
Yep.
Facebook are some hating ass.
But they let the owner of the group download it first and re-upload it, edit it.
That's weird.
Well, how much does he want
I've
it
seen
for?
I've seen full porn on Facebook. Like,
You know what I'm
legit
saying?
porn.
Well, the only thing
I posted it.
There's only one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break right here. We're launching our new vote campaign, ladies and gentlemen. So our next commercial is featuring encouragement to vote. We'll be right back on FatGuyRadioShow.com. You matter. You count. Posting, sharing, resharing, and tweeting about the upcoming elections is not enough. I apologize for downplaying how our votes don't matter in the past. They actually do. Your vote, my vote, every vote. This November, it is a battle for the soul of this nation. You must vote. There is no other option. If you're unsure on how to register or how to vote in your state, I found that vote.org is a great resource. This is not a paid sponsorship for vote.org nor does Vote.org have any affiliation with this show. I'm just sharing a resource that I found beneficial. Educate yourself. Don't be reactionarily angry at the outcome of the election. Use the passion you have now to affect the outcome of the elections by voting this November. It's not too late, and the time of being silent has come to an end. Stand up, speak out, be heard. You and I, your neighbors, your family, your friends, every American has a voice in their vote. Register now and vote. This is not the time to be complacent, lackadaisical, defeated, or melancholy. Rise up and give this country, your children, my children, your family's children, a better future. Don't succumb to the fear, deceit, and sleight of hand of those whose only purpose is to silence you. Mask up and vote in person or vote by mail. Whatever way you choose, vote.
Fat Guy Radio Show.
And now, back to Fat Guy Radio Show on the BDB Radio Network, featuring Cory Blaze.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Fat Guy Radio Show. Ready to learn? Target has sales on kids' tees and tanks starting at just $5. BOGO, 25% off BIC writing supplies, or check out their kid activities with ideas for every age. And find everything to help get into a remote learning routine at Target when you shop through fatguyradioshow.com/Target. Shop today, choose order pickup or drive up. Target, expect more, pay less. Hey, Lil D, did you hear about the story about the lady in the drive-thru?
Ooh.
Okay, there was a lady in the drive-thru that she had one lady in the drive-thru. She had just placed her order. There was another lady that was behind her in the drive-thru, and I guess the lady behind her just kind of was taking a little bit too long in the drive-thru, so she honked her horn. So the lady that was in front of her decided to be really, really nice and said, "You know what? I'm gonna pay for that chick's food. She's having a bad day, clearly. I'm gonna pay for her food." So the lady paid for her food and then pulled to the second window to get her order. When the lady that was honking, that was impatient, pulled up to the pay window, the cashier told her, "Yeah, that lady in front of you paid for your food." And she was like, "No." And then she started the lady was feeling bad that she had been honking on the fact that it was taking too long. So the lady in front of her pulled away, and then the lady that was honking pulled up to the next window to get her food. And the service person at the window said, "The lady in the car in front of you took your food."
Got him.
Yeah, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'll be here all week, ladies and gentlemen. Prepared comedy. And I don't know, you know how we're not supposed to touch our faces during this whole coronavirus thing.
As you just touched your face.
As I just touched my face, and DT did too.
So that's the misconception, though. It's not that you're not supposed to touch your face. It's you're not supposed to be touching other surfaces in public and then touching your face. You're allowed to touch your own face.
Yes, that's exactly my point. I don't know what it is about me, but I might need to see a doctor. When I go and touch other surfaces, it seems like there is some type of signal that goes off in my brain that immediately starts to make my face itch or my eyes water.
You can't have it.
I picked up groceries today. You know, I'm in my hazmat suit. I got the groceries going through the decontamination process. Mm-hmm. And the whole time my eye is itching and there's like one mustache hair right at my nose, tickling my nose. And I'm like, I swear there is some type of thing in my head that goes off that says you're not supposed to touch your face right now, so touch your face.
You know what? I feel the same way because every single time I put my mask on, like to go in places, I'm always like playing with my nose.
Yeah.
Like, under the mask. Like I have the mask on and I'm grabbing it and I'm like adjusting it because my nose always starts to itch when I put the mask on.
What is that?
I'm
What
about to stop
is
wearing
that?
a mask. I'm about to stop wearing a mask.
Yeah, that's smart detail.
Hey.
What is that?
I don't know.
Hey, I'd rather die than have an itchy nose. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, you really told death.
Itchy nose matters.
Have you guys
great.
seen how deep they go up your nose to take the COVID test and how long that swab is?
Yeah, but
Seen
there's
it?
now
Seen it?
there's a
Seen it?
saliva test now too.
Seen it, little D? I've done it to myself.
You done it to
Test it
yourself.
yourself.
Me too.
Yeah, in front of the nurses.
Yeah,
Well,
me too.
Like, no, like you did it. You put it up there.
Yes,
Why would
The
they
ol-
let you do it?
Right.
because it's for their safety and my safety.
No,
For the
they're
corona,
supposed to do
it was a drive up National Guard testing facility, and they have you self administer the test. They
Now-
tell you how far to go up. They tell you how to swab. You swab 10 times each direction on each nostril.
Now,
And
see,
you put
when
it
I
into
went
this-
when I
into
went
this,
and got my
little cube thing.
when I went and got my COVID test at the drive up, it was a little different. I drove up, they were there, they handed me the little kit. I immediately do what I do anytime I go see a doctor. Took my pants off.
I don't think
How'd
they
that
used to
go?
do that.
In your car,
Got out of the car.
you must got breakaway pants.
I took my pants. Yeah, well, the funny thing is I was trying to figure out why the hell I was wearing pants anyway. So I took them off, and then they gave me the Q-tip, and the lady came running across the parking lot. She's like, "Sir, no. Those go in your nose." And I was like, "Oh, crap, I'm glad you told me."
So where did
Because
you-
This was
He was trying to
about to
self-cath.
be. This was
They used to do that
I
like
thought
that.
I thought it was, she said it's analgesic, not analgesic.
Oh, you stuck it up your booty.
So I was
Oh,
confused.
I thought he was sticking up his
confused.
penal.
yeah, me too. We didn't know what he was looking at.
Because you were trying to get to the end of the joke before I got there, son of a. I
Yeah,
can't do
DJ.
this today.
Yeah,
I can't do this
DJ.
today. So
You see what you're doing there?
the so yeah. Joke ain't
Yeah.
funny when I gotta explain it. So I don't know what it is, but it seems like there's some receptors in my brain that just start firing off anytime I'm in a situation where I shouldn't be touching my face.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
like that with
men-
everything.
it's all mental.
Placebos.
It's literally because you know you're not supposed to, that at that moment your body's telling you want to.
Yeah, you
So
automatically
it's-
want what you know you couldn't
Exactly. Your
or shouldn't
subconscious
have.
subconscious saying, "Oh, Corey, don't touch your face." And then your physical is saying, "Oh, well, we're gonna make your." So what's happening is your mind saying, "Don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it." But the thing is, your brain doesn't understand the word "don't." So what it does is it's saying, "Touch it, touch it, touch it." So now your body's having a physical response to you saying that, and it's creating these stimulus to actually get you to touch your face.
It's like when you're like mid-stroke. Exactly. It's like when you're mid-stroke, and then when your foot start itching, and you start thinking about dead puppies.
Can you use the placebo? That's the placebo effect, right? That's considered
No.
the placebo effect, right?
It's not,
Nah, I
no,
was
that's not the placebo effect.
Oh,
'Cause
I was like, because can't
this
you
is the-
use?
This is like when you tell yourself, like, "Oh, you're about to give a big important speech in front of a whole bunch of people," and you tell yourself, "Don't fall on stage, don't fall on stage, don't fall on stage."
And
Your
they fall on
mind doesn't
stage.
hear that, and you just trip and fall on stage.
Or when you gotta
Wait a
pee and you say, "Don't think about peeing, don't think about peeing," and then you just pee yourself
the,
as you're
the placebo
walking through
effect,
fries.
little D, the placebo effect is if I were to tell you, "Hey, this magic pill is going to do something for you," or like doing this every day is going to help, right?
Okay, so it's all in
and
your
it
head.
really has no effect on if it helps or not.
It's just
But
like all in
because
your
you
head.
believe it, if it helps, you are automatically doing it to make it help. So you are believing that it helps.
Right. You think you can use the placebo effect like in sex, like try to get that? You know what I'm saying? Trigger that off. Just saying. I'm taking some to new heights.
In which way? In which way
Yeah,
would you use the
how?
placebo
How?
effect?
How?
Like you would have to get her to believe something, or you will have to believe something's going to happen.
Oh, I do
Whether
that
or
all
not-
the time where I'm
whether
like,
or
baby,
not-
you are going to enjoy this. I guarantee you are going to enjoy this. And then when the placebo effect wears off, I'm still single.
That's because you weren't given a placebo effect. That's called false advertising.
Yep. And you didn't think about dead puppies mid-stroke.
Just gonna milk that till it's funny, right, Doug?
Yes.
It's still not funny.
Yeah, at least you got the agenda. You know, you know, cow's udder ain't got nothing else in there, but you still pulling.
Why are you talking about your titties?
3705.
I'm gonna milk that one.
The thing, I came with him today. I can't. I'm trying my best.
That's the placebo. Just think you can with me.
Well, I thought the placebo was the thing that the baby sat on in the uterus.
No, that's
called.
that's the plakia.
The plakia?
The plakia bractex.
Oh, the plakia Okay, I'm familiar with that.
Ain't that the
I
game?
thought it was placid.
No,
Are you thinking of flaccid?
That's your TV. Your TV is plasma. Your TV in the living room is plasma. You know what? We are community building here on Fat Guy Radio Show today.
Little D got his baby out of Lake Placid, like Moses in the river with the Crocs.
Hey, you know.
Well, out there, man, I tell you, I should have boycotted this show. The thing that I'm trying to say,
You don't care about black people.
don't you Kenny the Jet Smith right now.
You know what?
I should.
Don't you Kenny the Jet Smith.
You know what?
Son of a monkey. You
I just
better
think
not Kenny the
I
Jet
just need to get my
Smith.
water. My bad.
You guys just brought something to my attention.
What
where
is
we
that?
are right now in that epidemic, that pandemic, and me as a black man in front of 4 other black men, one half and half. You know, it makes me think that I shouldn't really be here right now. I should stay at was.
Hey, DT.
Hold on.
38-28.
How you gonna call me half and half? Like, bruh,
I thought he was calling me half and half.
I am
No,
not-
you're
I am
black
not-
and black.
I'm not dairy.
And
Get
then
outta here.
DA is gonna hold up 3 fingers like there's 3 black men, which is pretty much accurate.
Hey,
Well, no, he said I'm sitting here in front of 4 other black men. If there's another brother watching the show, which I doubt, then that's correct.
No,
well, my
there's
screen
not.
over
He was
here.
talking about his white lion or his white tiger.
He's a half. He's half black and half white.
Yeah, Carol Baskin's gonna shoot that MF
Tell him,
if he
Rufus.
keeps playing around.
Sometimes I feel like somebody's
Watching me in the middle of my sheets. Whoa.
in the middle of my sheets.
Yeah.
I'm so done with you.
He wants to see my pee-pee.
He?
I'm so lonely, so lonely inside real wrong.
So we've launched our vote campaign, and we've launched it a week early. After the events of this week, I decided to push the vote campaign earlier. We were going, and I hadn't even talked to the guys about it. I was planning on talking to them tonight after the show. That we are now going to encourage individuals to register, verify that your registration is still there, and also to request a mail-in ballot. And you have until October 1st to register.
That don't
all
mean that we have to vote, though, right?
No, we do have to vote. And you know what? And I'm pivoting because I believe that for years I have come on these airwaves and this internets, and I have said that, you know, our votes don't matter if you're not part of the Electoral College. And that could no longer be further from the truth at this point. Yes, the Electoral College has an impact, but the way that it works, I did a little bit more digging in there, and that they do react to
Popular votes.
the popular votes and how they are according to districts and stuff like that. So I'm not telling you, our campaign is not to slay you or to sway you to vote for one candidate or the other. Our whole campaign is to encourage people to vote. Now we have a reach here on this show and on this platform, and we're going to use it because this week, boys, I really sat back and I thought hard. I'm like, what can we do? What can I do to, I mean, I'm not an NBA player. You know what I mean? I'm not a WNBA player. I'm not an athlete. You know, I can't, you know, I don't have a platform like that. So I'm thinking, what can we do on this end to help drive the machine of change that needs to happen in this country? And I believe the one thing that we can do is encourage individuals to vote. Lots of young people listen to this show, and lots of middle-aged people listen to this show. And the one thing is that when I went back and I looked at 2016, the last presidential election, it wasn't the fact that there was such a huge number separating the winner from the loser. The bigger number was the amount of people that actually were registered that did not vote. That's where the indifference was, that people were a little too complacent.
And I just joke when I say that. That doesn't mean that we have to joke. Honestly, I do vote. I voted every year since I was able to vote, which was 2008. My dad forced me to vote for Obama.
And and if you visit FatGuyRadioShow.com, you will see a brand new banner up there. I contacted our sponsors and I said, look, I know that you guys are supposed to have top billing and we've scheduled this out, but can you please give us until the elections to replace your top billings with our vote banner? And they agreed to that. And it's going to hurt us financially in a way, because when we don't have those this is all business. When we don't have those top billing banners there, you know what I mean? People that visit our website don't necessarily see those sponsorships, and we survive on sponsorships revenue. So we are literally doing more than just advising people to vote. We're literally taking, coins out of the coffer to do this. But FatGuyRadioShow.com/vote has two forms that we were allowed to embed on our website from vote.org, where you can go to register the vote, and you can also go to verify if your voter registration is active, and if it has the most updated information for you. I'm not telling you who to vote for. The boys can do that if they want. I'm not. What I am telling you is to actually vote. If you have a mother effing state issued ID from any of the 50 states in America, or you have a driver's license, your ass needs to be registered to vote. It's so damn easy. It literally takes 3 minutes. Get your voter registration card, request your ballot, absentee, mail-in ballot, same thing, and vote. Please. So you will be hearing us run commercials to vote that I recorded. Our live streamers get a special video that I recorded here in the studio, which was literally me just taking every camera we had and put it in a different angle.
You know what? I wasn't gonna vote, but you just encouraged me to vote.
You got to, man.
You're gonna do it.
You got to at this point.
Even though it doesn't matter, because you just said the electoral, and everybody says this.
No, it does.
It's up to the electoral college.
The electoral college does have pay attention to how the popular, the majority of the votes of their districts have voted. They do. It does have an effect.
Yeah, they follow the popular. And that's the misconception about Hillary. Hillary had the most popular votes because she won New York and you're winning California.
Yeah,
so there's millions of people there. But yeah, that's the misconception. But the thing is, you have to get the delegates in the other states, like Iowa, and I think he lied. Yeah. I think he won Minneapolis.
Yeah, because the districts that are that are adjusted and changed, which is called meandering. It's really, really dumb, little d, to even try, and it's boring as hell to even explain it.
But it's how people stay in power.
But it's how people stay in power because they manipulate it. And if you look at meandering and how they redraw the districts in certain states and so forth, it's almost as if there's someone out there literally controlling how who becomes who. But the thing is that it does matter that we vote. And I am sorry for downplaying that for so many years.
Yeah.
I'm not downplaying it anymore, folks. We are in the fight of our lives.
Yep. We definitely
are.
In
more ways than mother effing one. And I know we're up on the break, but I'm going to tell you right now, son of a bitch, vote. And if you don't know who is who and what is what, research who they are. Vote.org. They're not part of this show. They are not partisan. They're not left. They're not right. They're not down the middle. All they are is informational. And I found that website so damn helpful to give you the details on what's going on and who's on your ballot and stuff like that. You got to do it, folks. You got to do it. Please. If there's nothing else, please vote.
And then vote yes on Prop 47,
what
which
that
is
is?
Recreational marijuana. So if worse comes to worse, spark one up, legit.
Hey,
spark one up on your way to the polls.
And vote 69 for Doug to show his wife on here.
Vote
and then,
69.
And then vote 8 if you want to see Little D's.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're up on a break right now. After this more interesting radio as we fight to try to ignore the elephant in the room, but it's going to be very difficult to get through this show and not address the elephant in the room because I know it's on everybody's mind. And no, Little D, it's not what you did on Afterburn. But you'll hear a little bit about Afterburn on this next break. We'll be right back on FatGuyRadioShow.com.
Wacky and zany. It's another wacky and zany show.
You're listening to Fat Guy Radio Show.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Fat Guy Radio Show. I swear my camera mount is like falling over, and so I looked up and I'm like, I got the gangster lean, and my gangster lean is getting worse and worse and worse.
I noticed you keep messing with it.
I know, because it just
sciatica.
keeps falling over. I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's because I'm not supposed to touch it that it wants me to touch it. All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Time for Labor Day savings at the Home Depot. Up to $300 off select Ryobi outdoor power. Select tools and accessories up to 30% off. Go spooktacular this Halloween at the Home Depot. Free delivery on all online holiday decor when you start at FatGuyRadioShow.com/Home Depot. How doers do fall at the Home Depot. And welcome back to the show. Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you're just joining us online, I am your host, Cory Blaze. That's Doug the DA Andrew.
Holla.
And Daniel D.T. Taylor.
What's good?
And my little brother, DJ Little D.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, there's somebody that just commented something a very, very long comment on our Facebook live stream, but I don't know what the hell that means. But thank you, Merk, for streaming the show. All right, welcome back. Merk. Welcome back to the show. Whoa, 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 everyone, everywhere. You know, I don't want to get into this because it's really hard, but I'm really fighting not to, and it just seems like I really should. And I don't know how funny this is going to be, but Wisconsin, here we go again. Mm-hmm. And here's the interesting thing is that I wrote this down on the show notes after Friday, I want to say. I wrote this on the show notes. No, it was Saturday evening because we recorded Afterburn for September last Saturday. And I shared a story on Afterburn about a situation with my neighbor. And you'll hear that on the upcoming episode of Afterburn. So Monday rolled around, and a strange car was parked outside my house on the street. Not in my driveway, but on the street in front of my house. And the driver's side door was half open.
Okay.
And I noticed this because, you know, I don't go outside, but I do look out my peephole, and I noticed through my peephole that this car was there. And I'm like, okay, maybe somebody just hopped out real quick and, you know, they, went to grab something out of the house and they'll hop back in. No harm, no foul. Well, I would say probably about 90 minutes went by, and I was just walking around the house because, you know, I'm bored and I'm lonely. And I looked out the peephole, and that same car is there with its door ajar. The driver's side door is open. So normally I would call someone because it's just strange that there's a car in a residential area with the front door open, and it could be somebody in trouble. Maybe somebody has passed out, slumped over, they pulled over because they, are having a seizure. Things like that happen. You hear stories about that all the time. So I'm looking through the peephole and I'm kind of just staring, and I look and I see that there's no one in the car, and I'm looking through the peephole of my door. There's no one in the car. So now I'm like, this is just weird. Who would get out of their car and leave the driver's side door ajar? So as I was looking through the peephole, something that's never happened before happened. My mind went to a different scenario of if I got involved with the car with the open door. And this is what literally came to my mind. If I call the police as a concerned citizen that someone may be hurt or that this may be a stolen car, let's say, and this is all figuratively going on in my mind, I'm standing behind my front door. This is all firing off in the old noggin. And I said, I call the police to tell them that I'm concerned about a car that's abandoned with the front door open. The police show up, and it's not the situation. It's not the situation that it's just somebody that's in trouble. You know what I mean? And I meet the police out, because I have done this before. I meet the police out on the street and say, I called, I was just concerned. Then I thought to myself, what if the driver then reappeared and claimed that the reason why the door of the car was open was because I was trying to steal her car? And then now I have to debate with the police that that's not the case, even though I'm the one that called them out to begin with. Then I thought, then the scenario in my mind played out. Well, then now the police are going to probably question whether or not I own the home that the car is parked in front of. So now I have to prove that I own my home. And what's to stop them from arresting me for suspicion of stealing a car, or worse, by me pleading my case that I was just a concerned homeowner?
Yeah.
And what's interesting is that I have never, ever thought like that.
You know, I was just about to say that. And
I've never thought like that. I've never, ever figured in my mind that being a concerned citizen can literally lead to me getting arrested or worse.
Yeah.
You've never thought like that. Your mind has always been, I've always been that person that thought like that. You've always been a brother that's never thought like that. But now I see you kind of screwing over to my side.
Yeah, I can't relate to that entirely because I've never been a concerned citizen. So,
well, see, I've been a concerned citizen where it's like if there's something. Thank you, DA.
DA's never been concerned about anything.
DA's never been concerned about
legit though. Like,
they gotta do with me.
I would have looked through the peephole.
If you see that there's something weird outside your house, you and it's there for some time, you don't.
What's it got to do with me? Is it affecting my life?
It could be, somebody could be hurt, somebody could be in danger.
What does that have to do with me?
But see, that's how I used to think. It wasn't until this past Monday where I would have looked out that peephole once, thinking differently.
I would have said some idiot left their door open, and I would have went back playing video games or playing with my kids or whatever. Because, I mean, honestly, that's what happens. You get involved in stuff, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, DA got a master's in minding his effing business.
I got a master's in that, bro.
You got 2 masters.
But little D, you know this. I'm not.
I know.
I've never been that guy to think that if I was to get involved, or not even get involved, but just to alert someone that the situation now can turn on me. And I've never, ever thought about that before.
I only think that way because I've seen people like mind other people's business and it turn out bad for them.
Well, yeah, literally, we just had a guy that tried to break up a fight, and
I didn't watch the video. I know about the story. Yeah, I mean, there's no point. I don't want to see somebody get shot point blank.
Hey, when did this happen? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I don't listen to the news. I've literally toned out of the news. I didn't know we had a damn storm until the dust storm happened. But I think something happened on my phone today where I was doing something because I just bought a new phone. So I just ended up turning up the radio just so I got it adjusted to what I had needed to do. And that's when I heard about the whole Milwaukee thing. I was like, when did that really happen? Because I literally heard about it today.
Dang.
Well, you know what, and you know what, you're better for that because I took not a deep dive into it, but it just really hit me hard when the NBA did what they did and so forth like that. And I just kept thinking to myself yesterday that it was going to be very difficult to come in here today and try to be funny.
To answer your question, it happened on Sunday.
Sunday. So
and I heard
I'm struggling with this because now I'm starting to notice things in myself that I've never noticed before.
This is the thing. I've literally did tune out the news because I've been so upset about everything that's been going on. Like I literally heard about the NBA thing today, the NFL, the other guy that walked out. I heard all this within that little confinement time that when I was listening to when I turned on the radio. But I've literally, when you say have you been under a rock, I literally been under a rock
because stay under the rock.
I tuned myself out.
I made the mistake of getting out from under the rock, and I wish I can go back in.
Dude,
like I literally had to like cut some friends off.
Me too.
Dang.
Me too.
That too.
And was on Facebook?
Nah, it was on Instagram.
Let me see. Let me tell you guys why I made this suggestion. I've never in my life wanted to leave the United States. I thought this was the best place to live. When I had in my head, I was a month ago, I literally wanted to leave and go to Africa.
He was dead serious about it, too.
I was so serious. I even told a lady, I was like, look, what do you want to do? Because I'm leaving. I was like, I'll take the kids with me. I was so tempted to go to Ghana. Dude, I was looking into Ghana. I was looking into everything. That's how bad I wanted to leave.
I'm noticing things about myself that I've never felt before.
Like what?
Like the fact that why would a scenario in my mind of just being a concerned citizen end in my thought process of me being arrested or worse? Because it would entail a police interaction.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
and there would have been nothing that would have stopped whosever car that was to come out and say, oh, he was trying to steal my car. That's why my door is open.
Yeah.
Right.
And before, weird things have happened in my neighborhood, and I've been like, quick. Oh, okay. Well, let me get some assistance out here because something could be wrong.
But you know
Cory,
what, though?
Me and you live in like the same, not the exact same neighborhood, but I don't live that far from you. And I normally go running at night. And yesterday, I was afraid to go running in this neighborhood that I live in.
Because you guys live in a predominantly white neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yes. And I was afraid to go running last night.
And that's the thing with Cory. Cory's neighborhood is literally all white people. So the odds are in the other person's favor of them saying he tried to break into my car, because they're gonna be like, well, yeah, why would you be trying? Because there's not pretty much black people over here, so it's gonna look like he is breaking into their car. They're gonna think that like you don't live in this neighborhood. Why are you here? And it's sad, but it's the truth.
On flip side, though, too, you could call the police. It could be somebody just in a dire situation, or that is trying to explain it, or they could have a warrant. And now all of a sudden, the police are there showing up at their car. The situation can turn ugly, and it didn't have to if the police weren't called.
True, and I do think that there is some sketchy business going on with one of my neighbors, because when you got cars that come and then they leave in 15 minutes. And then another car comes.
So you dry snitching right now.
And
give
they
me the
leave
number.
in 15 minutes. I'm like,
give me her number.
The neighbors see me selling dope.
Can you say
Selling dope.
drug house? I'm
it's not
going
the
to
neighbors
the
think they're
drug
selling dope.
Or drive through study groups.
drug house. I'm going to
no,
the drug
Or
I
the
was thinking
madam.
sex.
I just said it. The madam. It could be the madam.
Okay,
Yeah.
now
Give me her number.
Now listen.
I
Now
slide
the
through.
little guy is gone, and his bedroom window faces the front of the house. So I may or may not have sat on his window seat and noticed, Lil D, you gonna like this.
Talk to me.
There's one particular little blonde lady
Okay.
that appears almost every day in a different car, goes into the same house. She in there for, I want to say maybe 45 minutes or so. A couple of times I missed her and I couldn't clock her.
Okay.
For 45
You like
minutes or
cold
so.
clocker?
No, like clock her all the start time, end time. And I'm like, I'm trying to think. And the funny thing is that when she drove up a couple of times, she didn't go through the front door. She went around the side of the house. Like she was going to the back door. And a couple of times it seemed like when she went around the house to the back door, the boyfriend came out the garage and drove away. So this girl only shows up when the boyfriend is either leaving or not there.
So he would have seen the car though, right?
She shows up in a different car.
That's
And
what
the
he's-
reason why it catches my eye is because she parks across the street in front of my house. And one day she had a little VW bug, those little, what do they call them, those Volkswagen bugs? And she parked it, and she was so, I think she was on something that day. Because she parked it where I literally had to I had to go pick up groceries. I had to back my car out of the garage, go at a 90-degree angle just to get into the street because she had blocked half of my driveway.
And you don't call the police on that?
And that was
They gonna
another
kick his
situation
ass.
that I didn't call either because I would have been like,
They gonna kick his ass.
I've been,
But how
that-
dare
I
you?
got it.
How dare you put your house driveway right next to this woman's car like that? Why would you do that? The
sir.
cement is still wet.
Maybe,
But
maybe the door that was open, it could have been her. She was rushing out to get over there to get the whatever she's doing.
I didn't
And left the door halfway open.
I didn't stay around long enough for that situation, but I'm probably sure that maybe it was her.
That's
but
probably
she
one of her
shows
cars.
up like every other day in some type of different vehicle and goes to that same house.
Damn, dude, this is getting good.
I don't know what's going on, but you know what I'm gonna be? I'm gonna be like grandma back in the day when there was a shooting in the street. I'm just gonna be peering through the blinds. I ain't going out there. I'm gonna be peering through the blinds.
That's all you gotta do.
And report back. Be sitting there to the blinds looking so hard my glasses be moving.
Corey, I know you got video cameras at your house. You better set one up in the windowsill.
The video cameras face the house. They don't face the street. But check
No,
it out.
I said you have video cameras within your house. I know you have camcorders and stuff. You better set one up in little guy's room.
That's exactly what I need to do. Have that camera set up in little fella's room, and as soon as she roll up, then this bright red light start blinking through the window because the camera is rolling.
Because
black tape
you're-
over that.
Exactly, because you ain't got no gaffer's tape. Oh yeah, I know the name of that tape. Mother. You better
know
put
what?
some gaffers on that.
I'm so impressed that you call it gaffers. And I almost
It's got furs.
Shut up. I almost chopped off my son's head one day when he was going in and packing up for college, and he went and said I
Was he
needed some
using-
tape, and he went and grabbed the gaffer's tape instead of the masking tape.
Oh, he wrong for that.
Could have killed that little high yellow boy. Them gaffers tapes roll be $40 a roll.
He just made a little gaff.
But you know what?
A little gaff.
I hate that. That's funny. We'll go to break on that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. DA, you were so engaged, my iPad went to sleep. You're listening to Fat Guy Radio Show on FatGuyRadioShow.com. We'll be right back after this here messages.
Sometimes we're funny, sometimes we suck.
Where did you get that muffin? Muffin button. I didn't install a muffin button. And where did I get this muffin?
And now, back to Fat Guy Radio Show on the BDB Radio Network, featuring Cory Blaze.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Fat Guy Radio Show. This portion of the show is brought to you by our bonus show, and the bonus show that you're going to get in September is so dirty I need to break out my UV light just to clean off this commercial read.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. I want this commercial read to be safe because Lord knows what done happened on did you hear the beep? Did you hear the beep?
I heard that.
Yeah,
I might need to use that on my penis.
Yeah, you do, because if you get Afterburn, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do the Afterburn commercial if you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, you going to do some work?
Boys and girls, DA,
Yes,
5741. Fuck you. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, Afterburn is our monthly bonus show through our partnership with Patreon, ladies and gentlemen, where you can hear us uncensored, unraw, with no rules. Just a couple of rules to make sure that we keep our live stream going. And in particular, what Afterburn does, along with our swag merch store, is that it's the power, it's the finances behind this show. And our Afterburn elite members and our Afterburn subscribers, that our elite members get the video, and our regular subscribers get the audio only that goes into their podcast player on their mobile device, or they hear it directly from the Patreon website. No matter which way it is, they have stuck through us through this pandemic. And, you know, like with any other small business, of course, you know, there is a financial downturn that has, you know, definitely hit Fat Guy Radio Show. But it's because of our Afterburn subscribers that we've been able to maintain a consistency with bringing you this show. Not just bringing you this show from a studio, but bringing you this show from literally 3 other mobile studios. And that had a lot to do with our Afterburn subscribers. So if you are passionate about this show, you love this show, or you're just tripping over this show and you do want to, you've got some disposable income. There's still a couple people out there that do. Afterburn would be a great way to do it. There are 3 platforms that you can become an Afterburn subscriber. One is with the audio only, and it's $3 a month. 2 is the elite members that gives you an early access live recording of Afterburn. And the third new way is just a subscriber that necessarily doesn't want the audio, doesn't want to be a part of the video, but just wants to give on a continuous basis a financial gift to Fat Guy Radio Show. And by the way, if you choose that option, it is tax free. So you can find out all this information by visiting fatguyradioshow.com/afterburn. Burn someone, burn yourself. And if you watch, when you watch September Back, or you hear September Back, you're probably going to want to burn your retinas too.
I'm just saying.
Put that UV light over the whole show.
I know the UV. Okay, I edited that show, and you know what, boys? I will tell you this: you were right.
We're usually right, but about what?
Okay, let me correct myself. DT, you were right.
He's usually right too.
It was funny as hell. It was just stupid. It was.
I said that too. I said it's gonna play back good.
No, you shut up. No, you didn't.
You probably edited that out.
No.
You probably just zoom in and look at DT's nipples like under his shirt.
Yeah.
That's all you do. That's all you're editing.
Well,
is.
when you watch, if you are an elite member, you would see that there's.
I'm not paying $8.
Of course, Jesus. 70-30 DT. Fuck you, DA. The whole thing that I'm trying to get to you is the fact that this one got way out of control.
You're giving him the meat up front. Like the cuss is only the cuss words only fly on Afterburn. You're letting them fly here.
No, because you're upsetting me. My cuss words have nothing to do with Afterburn. My cuss words have everything to do with my expression towards your chocolate face.
You know what that remind me of?
Chocolate face.
Remember next Friday after next day was fighting. He was like, "My people's skills is way better than yours, nigga."
7108. The thing that I'm trying to say, little D, you can't do it if I'm doing it. Hell, I gotta edit all this stuff, and you know, once the ball starts rolling, then DT gonna want to do it, and then when DA do it, I'm gonna have to leave the studio, get in my car, drive to his house, and punch him in the gut.
Yeah, I'll be like, "Oh shit, that hurt."
Can I go with you? God damn it, Doug, DA, Drew, Anwards.
7129.
Yo, I don't know how that happened. Are you gonna come to my house now?
I'm coming. I'll bring somebody with me.
You know what, DA? I'm not going to come to your house. I'm going to do something even worse that I know is going to hurt you even deeper.
Make me do another show?
No, I'm going to go to DT's house. I'm gonna go to DT's house and look at his nipples
That can hurt me deeper.
because you hate the relationship that I'm forcing DT into.
I don't hate the relationship. If you want to rape. As long as you vote.
You can't
November
rape the
3rd. November 3rd is very important.
If you want to rape.
Can't rape the willing.
You can't rape the willing, especially when it's cash.
Hey,
so
that could be a good campaign slogan. If you want to
can't rape the willing. If you want to rape.
If you want to rape.
I have a
Vote
particular
DA.
candidate that should pick up that slogan.
Who you got him?
It could be either.
Well, one already started, but it wasn't rape; it was grabbing. So here's the thing, boys. The big breakfast at McDonald's.
Oh yeah, what happened with that?
I think that's a sleeper item on. Let me get the audio back there. The audio is back there. We had to stop. AK-47 said audio is down. AK-47, we back now, baby girl. Sorry about that. Let us know if it's good.
I'll show you something.
And you know what, AK-47, I was creeping on your social media because that's what I do. You good looking girl. I didn't even notice that. You's pretty.
Hey, what is she on? Let me follow her.
And her kids is
Y'all are some sexual harassers.
I know,
man.
right?
I'm not
That's some
sexually
creeps.
That was
I was creeping on your Instagram.
That was a
you
compliment.
fine, girl.
I didn't say that she was fine. I didn't say all of that like
It's
that.
implied. It's how it comes across, Corey.
It
wasn't
was a
smooth.
compliment of me
It wasn't
saying that
smooth.
she
It was
pretty.
creepy.
It was creepy. I didn't say I was outside in her bushes.
He said,
No, I said that.
Yeah, he said, damn, girl, you look like a McDonald's big breakfast. I'm gonna sop you up.
That's how we got on the topic.
No, because see, if she was a McDonald's big breakfast with DT, it would be a fast eat. With me, let me tell you what the fat
Not
guy
if he thinks
move
about
is.
dead puppies.
The fat guy move for me is with the McDonald's big breakfast is to take the fork and literally try to get some pancake, some egg, some sausage, and some hash brown, and then another pancake, all in one bite.
You remind me of like a fat ratatouille.
So you building the sandwich per bite.
It's a bite.
basically.
Yeah, so I'm prolonging it.
So basically, I got you, Corey.
I don't.
Because you do this stuff anyways, regardless of just one fork. So what next time when you get a sandwich, what I want you to do,
Regardless.
I know exactly what you're about to say.
what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and take that pancake.
Yes.
And take that other pancake. and go ahead and cut them into small little pieces.
Hey, Lil D comes over and slices up my pancakes for me.
Then take that hash brown, slice it up into small little pieces. Take that sausage, slice it into small little pieces. All right. Then I want you to take them eggs and slice them up. Then I want you to take some toothpicks. And I want you to assemble those on toothpicks. That's basically what you're doing, eating hors d'oeuvres. Get out of here.
You know, when D-Tay talks about preparing food, I don't know about y'all, but I definitely get a little turgid.
So
what about him doesn't?
What I want you to do is I want you to order 2 big breakfasts. I want you to lay out all 4 pancakes.
Touch this over here.
Overlap them on the
Lil D,
ends.
not you. Not you, Lil D. Lil D.
Next, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to file in the eggs on top of those pancakes. Then you're going to take your sausages and lay them out across those eggs.
Lil D.
Then add that.
Check your pants, Lil D. You okay?
Then add that hash brown on top. Then what I want you to do with those 2 hockey pucks you got, I want you to smush them in your hands until they crumble in crumbs and crumble that on top of the. Then drizzle over some syrup. And then I want you to roll all 4 of those pancakes into the best breakfast burrito you've ever had.
I hate Lil D so much. I can't stand you.
That does sound good, though.
That sounded really, that sounded too good. And Lil D did a visual gag that only our live stream.
I didn't even see it. I wasn't even paying attention to it. What did he do? You gotta send me the video.
You know what? It might end up being a gift because guess who learned how to do gifts this past weekend?
Ooh,
me.
I always use GIF.
You know what? Choosy moms choose GIF.
It makes the best peanut butter sandwiches.
Is that it or am I early? No,
you're good.
After we take out all those edits from DA cussing, the show will be about right.
Yeah, all them edits.
Besides, y'all got a whole lot of these past couple of weeks. All these shows been going too damn long.
Yeah, exactly. Roll back another one.
The shows are too damn long.
The shows are too damn high.
Especially with you $3 Cories.
Oh. You know
Can I put that as a show title?
No, you can't. No. Matter of fact, from this point forward, DA gets no more titles. I did the rollback for the year, and DA got at least 7 titles so far this year, and that's 6 too many.
Say something funny then, Cory.
DA, I'm glad you're here.
I am
funny.
Too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for you today. My apologies to Justin Bieber's. We plumb ran out of time. Let me quickly remind you about the Fat Guy Radio Show swag merch store. Now with more. Open now at fatguyradioshow.com/store. When you buy a t-shirt through our swag merch store, your purchase supports our small independently owned business. fatguyradioshow.com/store. Drop us a letter, comment, or question anytime to fatguyradioshow@gmail.com or send a gift. We love surprises to Box 41506, Phoenix, Arizona 85080. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. AK-47 didn't even say thank you, Cory.
But she did say bye, guys.
That's because she rude.
Ooh, you so rude,
Take
girl.
my comment back.
She ugly and rude.
You can't take the comment back. You already said it. You just mad because she didn't return it.
I take it back. You know what? Lady K fine as hell.
Ooh.
Is she on there?
Oh, yeah, she was. It says she just left the chat.
Oh, sorry, Lil D. Tell everybody you know about the show. When they ask you what's it all about through your mask, tell them. They'll make you laugh or depress the hell out of you, but you won't know until you listen. For Daniel D.T. Taylor.
What's good?
Doug the D.A. Andrew.
Holla.
And my little brother, DJ Lil D.
Yeah, buddy.
I have been Cory Blaze, reminding everybody that skinny people...
That's me.
Fat people already know they're fat, so stop reminding us. Tell everybody you know about the show. There's her thank you. Tell everybody you know about the show. When they ask you what's it all about, simply reply. They'll make you laugh or depress the hell out of you, but you won't know until you listen. Wait, that's not right. Skinny people, fat people already know they're fat, so stop. I'm all out of discombobulations.
Yeah, you are.
See you at the top. Good night.
Hello.
Penis liquor.
See.